Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, so often I talk about my buddy Jigger Jim, who works in the log cabins on Black Lake. And I'll call Jim because he's talking to people all day long when he's working. He sort of gets a take on what the fishing is like in our area. Well, Jim sent me a picture of a brown trout caught by his son Seth. They were fishing in the Salmon River near Malone. And this is the biggest stream brown trout. It's the most beautiful fish I've ever seen coming out of one of our streams. The trout was over 23 inches long. We don't know what it weighed because they took a picture, and he sent me that picture, and it's incredible. The colors. This is a wild, beautiful brown trout. And Jim said to me, Don, I grew up from the time I was 7 years old. I had hip boots on as a kid fishing trout. I've never seen one out of a stream this big and this beautiful. And it really is. So that's a report I have of something we usually don't report on, is these great big beautiful trout that comes from our area waters. And the Salmon River that runs through Malone is one of the premier trout streams in the whole state because, first of all, it's got a lot of moving water. There's a lot of oxygen. The fish can live throughout the year in this water. A lot of waters, they can't survive the winter. They can't survive the summer because it gets so hot. So the Salmon River is a gem. And this brown trout, and I said to Jim, so what was he using? You were fishing with him. What were you using? I said, first of all, Jim, did you catch any trout? He says, I had one strike. But he says, Seth is a better fisherman, and he was using a Mepps spinner. He says, I think he had a worm on the end of the spinner. He says, I can't really remember. The point of it is, it's a beautiful trout. One of our area people is able to enjoy another one of our wonderful waters, and it just adds to the diversity and the splendor of the fish opportunities that we have in this area. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.